All right, you guys. So Brittney Griner has been freed from Russia prison and is on her way home. Wow.
Приедешь сюда?
Wow, wow,
Да? Молодец.
wow. She better love America now. She better you better kneel, stand, put her hand on her heart for the flag. She better love America after this. This is wild. A prisoner swap for a crazy Russian arms dealer. We got a WNBA person back, star back. Wild, 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 you guys.
What's your mood?
Happy?
Happy? Well, are you ready for long flight?
Yes.
Yes.
That's her?
Good.
What the heck? That's her voice?
Ну вы знаете, куда вы летите?
All right.
Do you know where I'm heading to?
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus. And we about to get into this, man. So Brittney Griner, the WNBA star, has been freed. Freed. Give us free. She's been freed from Russian prison in a prisoner swap. We traded up. They got a Russian arms dealer for a WA player. You guys. Well, before we get into this, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We at 46,000 now. We trying to get to 50K, then 100K, then a milli, baby. But without further ado, let's get this show started.
40-year-old what boys are back in town. 40 boys are back in town. 40-year-old what boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, you guys, let's get into this. So before we do, I'm going to pull up this footage and we're going to talk about it. But yeah, man, Brittney Griner has been released from Russian prison. And I'll keep it real. Like, if I was her and her family, I would be happy as hell. Imagine this type of Christmas gift. You get to come home like you've been in a Russian prison. Like, bruh, that's wild, And obvious, I don't think she should have went to prison for what they brought her there for. But it's that country's rules. Just like all these people, it's a private company. There's no freedom of speech. It's a private company. They do what they want. Same with Russia. So with that being said, she made a mistake and she got hemmed up. Now we're going to dive into that. Before that, you guys, I got a new music video on the channel. It's called Prophecy. Check that out if you get a chance. And on all digital streaming platforms, I have a song called Plandemic, and it's featuring Mad Child and Stevie Stone. It's out now. That video will drop in the beginning of January as we start releasing more music from my up-and-coming record. Now, let's get into this Brittney Griner stuff. Now, I'm going to play this video. Chat, if they're not really talking too crazy, I'll talk. But it's crazy. So right here at the top, it says Brittney Griner, video shows moments, Brittney Griner, Viktor Bout are exchanged. So they did an exchange. That's how she got out. They exchanged Viktor
Приедешь
Bout.
сюда?
And
Да?
let me look it up.
Молодец.
He's an arms dealer, I believe.
Приезжай.
Wild. Okay, so this is the exchange being made. Brittney Griner is officially free.
Happy?
Happy? Well, are you
That's crazy. I've never heard her talk before. Is that her voice? I'm like, yo, is this fake footage? It kind of sounds like a dude. Or I don't want to miss Ender anyone. Is that her voice?
ready for long flight?
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Man, she better love America after this. America went hard to get her back. And she over here kneeling, oh, this oppression. Are you oppressed now? Are you oppressed now? America got you out. America. Not any of this other. That's what's crazy. Now, I'm not saying that bad things don't exist in America and we can't get better. But I think this is an interesting tune to be singing. Now, she was released in exchange for Viktor Anatolovich Bout. And he is a Russian arms dealer, an entrepreneur, and former Soviet military translator. He used his multiple companies to smuggle weapons since the collapse of the Soviet Union from Eastern Europe to Africa and the Middle East during the 1990s and early 2000s. So Viktor Bout is now free to do whatever he wants in Russia for a WNBA player who brought cartridges of THC oil to Russia. Now, we all know this is not a fair trade. Now, I heard we left behind one of our Marines or something in Russia. It was still like, bro, I'm not going to get to it. You guys sound off in the chat if you know about this, what's going on with this in the comments, because I've had to start leaving the culture war and a lot of these details alone, because it takes me to these rabbit holes, dark energy. I get a little crazy, just to keep it real. I just get a little wild about it when I start looking at the depths of what's going on, the hypocrisies, the lying, the corruption, all this stuff. When you start following politics and the culture war and all these things, it's just not good energy. And I'm trying to be a successful man, think and grow rich, abundance mindset, right? So we're watching Brittney Griner being exchanged for Viktor Bout. Now, I want you guys to sound out up in the chat. We all know it's not a fair trade. That's wild. An arms dealer? An arms dealer. Now, I wonder what an arms dealer with those type of credentials goes back and does. Like, so since there's this war with Ukraine and Putin, it's like, what, does this arms dealer help Russia? Like, it's just interesting. I don't really know the details and dynamics, how that works. But, I'm kind of like this. Like, I look at it like, damn, she must be so happy. Imagine being in a cold Russian prison cell. Then it's like 2.5 weeks before Christmas, you get let out by the greatest country in the world, America. Man, you need to put some respect on America's name. Brittney. That's what I honestly think, because that's the only reason you're getting out of jail, which she shouldn't have went to jail in the first place. But again, that's why America's so dope, because, that type of stuff isn't going on in America. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that happens in Russia that doesn't have here, because we have more freedoms and, ways to move. Now, with that being said, is it a fair trade? Absolutely not. And today, I didn't get into the reading, so you guys can just correct me if I'm not wrong. Or if I'm wrong, I'm not going to make some crazy retraction on this one. I'm just going to say I saw something that said we left a few people behind. There's some people in Russian prison. I believe there's a Marine or a SEAL, someone like that in Russian prison, and that wasn't included in this exchange. It was just for Brittney Griner. And that's, it's interesting because you've seen all these Hollywood people, all these athletes, people, we need to get Brittney Griner home. We need this, that, and the other. Remember that. Remember that. I'm not saying this is facts because I don't really know. But if we left a Marine behind, just think about that rhetoric that we put out in America. Think about entertainment and athletic privilege, if they want to talk about privileges, right? Because the fact that there's no basketball, Steph Curry, remember Steph Curry? We need to bring Brittney Griner home. All these people, Brittney Griner home, but none of them know about the men serving our country and bringing them home. Now, I could be wrong. Like, this could be someone who went, some random rogue person who went to fight for Ukraine and got captured, and then it is what it is, Like, I'm not getting in the middle of that. I'm just saying, I read something saying there's a Marine or someone from the U.S. that's still in captivity in Russia, and I was like, well, damn, no one's talking about them. I didn't even know that. So I think it's something to talk about. Again, if I'm a little off here, I'm not going to go crazy down the rabbit hole because, again, when you don't really know what you're talking about, probably shouldn't be talking about. So I'm not going to go into depth. Well, I will say is I know about Brittney Griner. I know her case. I know what's going on. I know she's free. And I just wanted to bring it up because it happened today, and I think it's interesting. And I'm very curious on what some of you guys think about this release. Again, I'm, low-key, it was unfair. Like, it's crazy to get a, WNBA star for a arms dealer. But in considering Russia's in war with the Ukraine and America, Europe, blah, 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 is backing Ukraine heavily. We're lucky to even people are to be like, lucky to get her back out of that. Anyways, people are full of, there's a lot of dark energy because of the polarizing nature of our country. I understand it. I'm just trying not to be like them meaning the opposition. When you start acting like them, you become them. I'm not willing to become my enemy. Good for her. She got home. Hopefully she learned a damn lesson, and hopefully she loves America more and respects America more. I don't think there's anything bad. We have the right to protest here. So, if people want to protest, I'm not going to knock them for that and get in some crazy argument. They do have the right to do that. But, in this specific case, hopefully she sees more of what the value of America and what has been traded for her. Literally, arms dealer. I don't know if this dude's had been murdering people as a mercenary. I don't know. But, he's a legit arms dealer. And that's what they got so we could get her back. And, man, I hope that America would do this for all of our citizens and not just WNBA, NBA players. They were all like, oh, if Tom Brady was there, this wouldn't. Bro, Americans need to think about Americans, period. I'm not even going to go back on that statement. I don't care how you feel. Oh, but she kneeled. She did this. I don't give a F. But what I will say is that we should be treating all American citizens like Brittney Griner. If there's someone locked up in Russia who's a part of our military, part of the civilian, if they're not famous, they're just stuck out there, on some BS, we should be going hard for them. That's what I honestly think. And I haven't thought too much about it. I'm just kind of spitting off the cuff right now. But I'd like to know what you guys think about this Brittney Griner stuff. Sound off in the chat and in the comments. Let me know. Hey, she's free. Good for her. Let's see how this thing plays out right here.
Ну, вы знаете, куда вы летите?
Do you know where I'm heading to?
No?
No. No.
Вы летите домой.
You fly back home
to the U.S.
to the US.
Да, конечно.
Okay.
Так что все будет нормально.
Everything will be fine.
Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy that she's a female. I just, her voice, her haircut, everything. I honestly thought this was someone else. I didn't even know unless it was listed here. That's wild. Good for her. I know her girlfriend's happy as hell because her girlfriend been on the news a lot lately. That's wild. Oh, there he is. There's the, oh, snap. Talking too much. That's the arms dealer. That's the arms dealer. He's being set free from American prison. There he is right there, the arms dealer for Brittney Griner. Viktor Bout. That's him. There you guys go. Look at him, just happy as can be. Imagine that. Imagine that, you guys. Wow. Well, there you have it, man. Brittney Griner gets get out of jail free card. Must be nice. I didn't get a get out of jail free card. Oh, Lord have mercy. I wasn't in Russian prison though either. So, and extreme accountability, but going to jail for 10 years for a THC oil cartridge is wild. But again, it's not in America. It's not in Russia. I get it. Whatever. What can you do? You guys, let me know what you think about this. Did we make the right decision in America? Does this come back to bite us in the ass? Does that Russian arms dealer go ham in these streets? What's going down? And they talking about they want to take our gun rights in America, and they letting arms dealers run free. Go figure, right? Hey, we want to take your AR-15s. That's an assault. Oh, you know what? We're going to let an arms dealer go back to Russia. You know, it is what it is. People are crazy as hell, dog. And maybe I just see it too simply. People are like, yo, it's really this. I'm a genius, blah, blah, blah. Whatevsky, baby. I'm just here commentating what I see. Anyways, you guys let me know in the chat, in the comments, what you think of all this craziness. Brittney Griner has officially been exchanged for Viktor Bout, who is a arms dealer. Brittney Griner is a free woman in America. Viktor Bout is a free man in Russia currently, and you just saw the footage right there of the exchange. That's what it is. On that note, you guys, it's your boy, Black Pegasus. 40!
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. 40.